I definitely agree with
I
that.
want to open it up because I think you've got like so much that you could share. And so I just want to open it up that if there's something you want to share, want to talk about right now, something you've been reading on your mind, I know that my listeners are like waiting to hear from you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I mean, we can really discuss anything. We can talk about anything, whatever direction you want to take with this. I'm more than happy to. Back to what I'm reading right now. I was sharing with you earlier before we started recording, so I'll just share with everybody. Might give people some value as well.
Mm-hmm.
I was just telling you to fill the audience in that one of my other passions is investing. I love investing. The investing world is a world that I've become more and more passionate about over the last 3 years or so, roughly, and have been, again, active in actually experiencing stuff again, not just from books and theory, but that's just one of my philosophies in life, that I want to really get involved, be practical with things, get tangible knowledge
Mm-hmm.
myself. So, I've been investing, I've been building my portfolios. I'm part of some high level networks of investors and learning from them. And again, mentorship, learn that from Jim Rohn early on. I always look for mentors that are 10 steps ahead of me in any
Yep.
area of life. So, working on in that space as well. So to tie this back into the book I'm reading right now, I'm reading a book called Richer, Wiser, Happier. And that book is essentially an accumulation of some of the greatest investors of our time, really, and putting their philosophies on life, on business, and on investing all into one. So each chapter is about one investor. I believe it starts off with Monish Pabrai, who's an investor born in India, very successful guy, worth, I think, 500 million or close to a billion now.
Nice.
And he has a Dakshana Foundation. He's very into charity and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. And then it talks about Nick Sleep, who's another great investor who actually closed down his fund. And funny enough, talking about relationships and authenticity here, he told all his customers, his private clients, I think it was a private fund, if I recall correctly, that if you guys want to be in my fund or continue doing what I've been doing and you're upset that I'm closing the fund, here are the 3 to 5 companies that we would be invested in for the next 20 years. You can go ahead and invest in those on your own. This is literally what we would be doing. Go ahead. These are the companies. We've done the due diligence and the research. You can go ahead and do that. And then they just moved on, and now they're using their time for other things.
Wow.
And they talk about a lot of their values in investing, which, just to maybe provide some value here to the audience, I'll give you one of those values specifically from this gentleman, Nick Sleep, which is a lot of investors, especially nowadays with day traders, with social media, with this gambling mindset, with the crypto space, with
Mm-hmm.
everything else that's
Mm-hmm.
coming,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine. A lot of new investors are being flooded into the space.
Yep.
It's always a great thing. It's just that most of them are not well informed. What's happening is they have a very short term perspective. It's very short sighted. And one of the things this gentleman says is, if you look at the investing world, the people who benefit the most and who compound their wealth and who really win big long term are the ones who are in these businesses, in these investments for decades or maybe for life. And he argues that you should see your investments as the entrepreneur sees it, as the actual founder and business owner sees it. They don't plan on leaving. They might exit, but that's their baby. They're, with this
Mm-hmm.
company for life. And he gives the Walmart family as an example, and how
Mm-hmm.
that family didn't have a choice to sell the shares or whatnot. They've been an owner, in the shares of Walmart since the inception of the company. And to this day, they are by far the biggest profiteers of the company and of the stock. And it just gives that example. But anyways, that's a great book. Talks about a lot of different investors, a lot of their different principles. And as the book title says, richer, wiser, happier. That's the whole point of this whole thing, is to get this all in check. And as I would say, my motto and what I like to say a lot and how I like to live is, I want to live a truly fulfilled life on my own terms. And to me, the richer, wiser, happier is that for me. And the money, the hard work, the sacrifice, everything is for that.
Mm-hmm.
So I can live a truly fulfilled life on my own terms, which means 2 things: enjoying meaningful experiences and meaningful relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Taking care of the loved ones, family, whoever's close to me, and meaningful relationships, and then just having meaningful experiences, traveling, making the most of life.